Hi everyone, this is Helen from Helen Westwood Maths here, just jumping on to do a quick revision video with some examples of when we are enlarging a shape with a certain scale factor around a point or from a centre of enlargement. This is something that I've been working on quite a lot recently with my GCSE Maths success groups. So just doing some more examples just to demonstrate this, because sometimes people can find it tricky to work out where the corners need to be with the enlarged shape. Now, as I've been talking to my groups a lot, drawing what we call ray lines can be really helpful to help us to locate where on the grid the corners of the shape need to go. Now you can see, just starting off with this first example, I'm just taking those off for a second. You might like to pause this to have a go first of all, and then see as I talk this through. So our starting point is to draw these ray lines. So they go from the center of enlargement through the corners of the shape. I'm just going to go through 3 of the corners on our rectangle here, and then across the grid to help us work out where the in the corners of the enlarged shape will go. Now, because this shape has a scale factor, is enlarged by a scale factor of 2, we should already be thinking that the enlarged shape is going to be twice as big. So now we're going to start with thinking about locating where the corners of the shape would go, starting with that bottom right-hand corner there. So if we look at the distance between the center of enlargement and that corner, just popping the green dot there so you can see which one I'm talking about, we're going 3 to the right and then 2 up. So when we apply a scale factor of 2, we're going to go 6 to the right and then 4 up, which is going to give us a corner just there. Next, we're going to look at that top left-hand dot there, top left-hand corner where I've put the orange dot. We can see that we're going up 3 and then 1 to the right. And if we apply our scale factor of 2, we're then going to go up. We're going to go up 6 places, and then we're going to go across 2, which puts our corner just there. And then with the final corner that we've got a ray line for, where I'm putting that red dot, you can see in that case, we're going up 2, across 1. When we apply a scale factor of 2, we're going to go up 4, across 2. So that gives us, if I join up there, those 3 corners, we can see that our rectangle that was 1 square tall and 2 squares across is now 2 squares tall and 4 squares across, just as we're expecting. Now you can either draw in the final ray line, or if that makes your diagram a little bit too busy, you can finish off your rectangle. I'm just going to go over it in the highlight just to really emphasize where that enlarged rectangle is. And you can see that we've got a rectangle that's twice as big, that's been enlarged with a scale factor of 2, but is also in that correct position on the grid. Let's also go through this next one. So we've got a triangle here that we're enlarging by a scale factor of 3. So we should be thinking straight away that we're expecting a triangle that's going to be 3 times as big. And then we draw our ray lines going through our center of enlargement and through the corners of our shape. So starting with this top corner where I've put the red dot, we can see that we go up 1, across 1 to get to that corner from the center of enlargement. So when we apply a scale factor of 3, we're going to go up 3, across 3. So that new corner is going to be just there. If we look at this bottom left-hand corner, from the center of enlargement, we go down 1, across 1. So we're going to go down 3, across 3, and that green corner is going to be just there. And then finally, popping in the highlight just to emphasize what we're doing for this corner where my orange dot is, we can see that we go down 1, across 2. So we're going to go down 3 and then across 6. So that corner will be just there. And again, having plotted those 3 points, if I then join those up, you can see that originally we had a triangle with a base of 1 and a height of 2. And you can see that our new triangle, so we had a base of 1, height of 2, our new triangle that's been enlarged by a scale factor of 3 has a base of 3 and has a height of 6. Okay, let's have a look at this further example where we're enlarging by a scale factor of 3, center 1, 4. So rather than be giving the center of enlargement as a dot here, we're giving it as a coordinate. So the first thing we need to do is to make sure we plot that coordinate nice and accurately, because from that, we're going to draw our ray lines through the center of enlargement, through the corners of the shape and then off into the distance, as you can see. So if we look at this first corner here where I've put the red cross, we can see that to get from the centre of enlargement to that point, we go 1 across and 1 down. When we apply our scale factor of 3, we're going to go 3 across and 3 down, which gives us our point just there. This next corner where I'm putting the orange dot, we've gone 1 across, 2 down. So we're going to go 3 across and then 6 down. And you'll notice how the corner that I'm plotting, sometimes it's not exactly on the ray line. It depends how accurate your ray line's been drawn through the corner, but it does give us an idea of where we're expecting that corner to go. Finally, when we look at the blue corner on the right-hand side, we've gone across 1, down 2. So when we apply a scale factor of 3, we go across 3 and down 6. And then when we've completed that, we can draw up those corners that we've plotted. And we're looking to see, have we got a triangle that is 3 times as big as we started off with? So we can see that our original triangle had a base of 2 and a height of 1. If we look at our new triangle, yes, we can see we've got that base of 6 and that height of 3. So we know that we have successfully enlarged that with a scale factor of 3. Okay, so just one other sort of twist to our enlargement I'd like to talk through here for our higher GCSE Maths students is we can have a negative scale factor. Okay, so again, we've got the same starting situation that we need to mark our centre of enlargement of 0, 1. And we're going to draw our ray lines. Now, because we have a negative scale factor, what we have to remember, so because it's -2, our shape is going to be twice as big, but it's going to be inverted or flipped to the other side of the centre of enlargement. Okay, so if it was a scale factor of 2, it would be twice as big, sort of over to the right here. But because we've got a scale factor of -2, we've got to be really careful when we're plotting those corners. Okay, so I'm going to start with this corner just here, where I've put the red mark there. And we can see that we go 2 across and then 1 down. So what that means we're going to do the other side is we're going to go 2 down and then 4 across in the opposite direction. So that is going to locate that corner just there where I've put that red cross. Okay, looking at this where the blue corner is here, just using a different highlight color so that stands out. So here we can see to get to that centre of enlargement, we go down 1 across 4. So we're going to go across the other side 8 squares, and then where we've had that change, we've gone down 1, we're then going to go down 2, which takes us just here. Now, if I join up those points, where on the original shape our triangle had a base of 2, we can see that our triangle here is going to have a base of 4. So it's twice as big as we're expecting. When we look at this final corner, when we look at the distance from that orange corner to the centre of enlargement, we can see we go down 1, 2, 3, 4 across 3. So we're going to start by going across 6. So 2, 4, 6. And then where we've gone down 4 initially, or up 4, depending which way you're reading, we're now going to go down 8. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So that corner is going to be located just there. Now, if I join that all up to show you your enlarged end result, our final triangle, you can hopefully see again, if I go over it with the green highlight that I've been doing for our final solutions, you can see how we've got a triangle that is twice as big, but is flipped over or inverted the other side of the centre of enlargement. So have a go at some of those examples. I know there's a lot to think about with enlargement, but I hope they were helpful, and I'll see you online soon.